What you're about to see isn't a fair debate, it's a 2-on-1 ambush. Just before our clip starts, Douglas Murray goes on a long smug rant throwing out the same tired bad faith attacks against the Palestinians. You're about to see the exact moment Mustafa Barghouti decides he's had enough of playing their game. This isn't a meltdown, this is what righteous anger looks like. If you stand with voices that refuse to be silenced, show your support by hitting that like and subscribe button. Now let's watch this together and I'll give you my 2 cents at the end.
Okay. Impossible to make peace with.
I just heard Mr. Barguti use the word disgusting. So, Mr. Barguti, over to you.
It is disgusting. It is.
Well, Mr. Morgan, I think you have to be fair. You can't bring Mark Regev and give him like 10 or 15 minutes and then bring another pro-Israeli and make him share the time with me. You have to be fair in giving me enough time, because what we've just heard is absolutely rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Just repeating Israeli propaganda, just repeating faults, and I don't agree with him that he has verified what I said. I don't agree with him totally. And he is repeating the same aggressive and fascist speech. They don't want 2 states. What do they want to do with the 7 million people? 7 million Palestinians live on the land of historic Palestine, equal to the number of Jewish people. What is the solution? They don't want 2-state solution? Fine, let's have one democratic state with equal rights for everybody. But no, Netanyahu and his fascist government, he has fascists in his government. He has Smotrich and Ben-Gvir, who call themselves fascist. These people don't want to see a 2-state solution, don't want to see one democratic state. So their solution is exactly what they are trying to do in Gaza now, which is genocide and ethnic cleansing. Genocide. It is genocide what's happening, because we are talking about 32,000 Palestinian people killed, including those under the rubble, and 64,000 people injured, 63,000 people injured. That is 4% of the population. If that had happened in the United States of America, you would be talking about 12 million people killed or injured. Is that acceptable?
Okay.
Is it not that Israel is occupying the West Bank?
Okay, let me
Is the United States of America saying that there is occupation?
Okay, Mr. Barguti, I hear you.
There is occupation.
I hear you. I'm going to go back to Douglas. So Ephraim Mervis, the UK's chief rabbi, has said that using the word genocide to describe Israel's actions in Gaza is an increasingly frequent disingenuous misappropriation of the term. He said the use of the term was a moral inversion which undermines the memory of the worst crimes in human history and designed to tear open the still gaping wounds of the Holocaust.
Let me just quickly say this about the genocide thing. Of course that's the case. Mr. Barghouti likes to throw around the word fascist. Fine, I'll throw it back at you, Mr. Barghouti. Not just a fascist, but an apologist for terrorists. Fine. We can all throw around slurs at each other. But more important is the fact that you said that I had told lies. Unlike you, I don't tell lies. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Unlike you, I don't speak out of 2 sides of my mouth. I'm speaking out of 1 side of my mouth, and it's direct at you. So let me just correct what you just said. You said what I said were lies. Unfortunately for you, I have here with me the amended Palestinian prisoners law of 2004. Now, Mahmoud Abbas, who now runs the Palestinian Authority, signed this into law. This means that, and I'm quoting Article 2 here, prisoners, anyone incarcerated in the occupation's prisons for his participation in the struggle against the occupation will be given a salary by the let me finish my point. Will be given a salary by the Palestinian Authority. Oh, you think they're freedom fighters? Well, let me tell you another couple of things then. Because everyone watching pays their taxes, and some of their taxes go to the Palestinian Authority. Million. Here's the budget, the Palestinian Authority in 2018. This is the PA's own budget, Mr. Barghouti, so don't lie about that. $162 million was allocated to the Prisoners and Released Prisoners Ministry. In 2018, approximately $193 million was given by the PA to families of the martyrs. There is an increasing list, depending on how many Jews you've killed, of the amount of money you get. Is the Palestinian Authority doing that or not, Mr. Barghouti? Because I have their budget in my hand.
Okay, Mr. Barghouti, out of respect for fairness, answer that question.
Yeah, but I am sure your guest has to be a bit polite. He can't keep saying...
Well, you can answer that one question.
Well, I will answer it. Yes, they support the prisoners' families. They support as form of social security support. They support nobody, even if you consider... even if you consider somebody is doing something wrong, you cannot punish his children and his wife in an act of collective punishment.
This is
That's what they
salaries
are
to the
calling
people
about.
who do
No,
the
no,
terror, as
wait,
you
let
well
me
know,
finish.
Mr. Barguti.
You said something wrong also. Palestinian Authority really does not, I don't defend the Palestinian Authority, but I'm telling you, 90% of the Palestinian Authority budget comes from taxpayers, from Palestinian people. And only 10% comes from
And the
foreign
Israeli
aid.
government.
In contrary to, no. And Israel is committing piracy, stealing our taxpayers' money, preventing health people from getting their salaries.
Answer the question.
Preventing the Palestinian Authority from... You shut up, please. Let me answer. Can you shut up? Don't interrupt me, please.
Well, you don't
or I will be
answer, though, do
interrupting
you?
you each
Don't
time you
answer.
speak. You shut up. You are not the one who is asking me the questions. You're not the anchor, so shut up, please. And let me answer. I am saying what you
Would
are
be good. Why don't you
trying to do
answer?
here is to mislead the discussion. The main discussion here is there Israeli occupation of Palestinian land or not? If people are occupied, what does international law says? International law says that people who are under occupation have the right to struggle against their occupiers.
No,
using
no,
all
it
forms.
doesn't.
No,
it doesn't.
That's what the UN says. You can't deviate the discussion. And the main fact here is that the problem we have is that Israel is occupying Palestinian land, and Israel is oppressing Palestinian people. Since 1967, Israel conducted 1 million arrests against the 7 million people who are living there. How could this be acceptable?
Okay,
What we see here is the worst,
okay.
most difficult
I have to
occupation
answer
in modern history.
Just to be clear, just to be clear, I am the anchor. I am the anchor, and I'm now going to Douglas respond to that. Douglas.
Two things.
Is
First of all,
occupation
Mr. Barguti talks about the Israelis.
Mr. Barghouti, just a minute, speak, please.
Mr. Barguti doesn't want to.
Mr. Barghouti, Mr. Barghouti, let Douglas Murray respond. Don't talk over him.
Yeah, okay, fine, please.
Mr. Barguti doesn't want a two-state solution because he doesn't want a Jewish state. He wants the river to the sea to be a Palestinian state, ruled by him and his corrupt friends. But secondly, he cannot answer the question I've put to him repeatedly. This is the PA budget. It rewards terrorism. And let me just finish, Mr. Barguti, since I allowed you that right in the end. This budget not only extends to rewarding the people who carry out acts of terrorism against Jews and the families of people who do, thus incentivizing terror, and that's the Palestinian Authority. The Palestinian Authority has also now committed to pay salaries to the fighters and the terrorists of Hamas from October the 7th and their families. So tell me, please, Piers, or Mr. Barguti, where is the good negotiating partner on the Palestinian side here exactly?
Well, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap this by saying this. I don't think there is a good negotiating party on either side. I don't think you can possibly have peace with Hamas still in place. I don't think we're going to achieve peace with Benjamin Netanyahu in charge of Israel and his hardline right-wing cabinet. So if you want my honest view, I think we need a completely clean broom of leadership. And that's the only way this is ever going to get resolved. But I appreciate you both for coming on together and debating it passionately. Thank you both for your time. Mr. Barghouti, Mr. Murray, I appreciate it.
That right there is the sound of a man who has been pushed past his breaking point by a biased format and a disingenuous opponent. Because we watched the entire build-up, you saw the tactics Douglas Murray was using in real time. It was classic derailment. He wasn't interested in the occupation. He wanted to trap Barghouti in a gotcha game over a budget document to make him look foolish. When Barguti finally explodes with "Can you shut up?", it's not a meltdown. It's the inevitable human response to being repeatedly silenced and condescended to. He's not just yelling at Murray, he's yelling at the entire biased media structure that constantly tries to silence Palestinian voices. This wasn't an intellectual loss for Barguti, it was a moral victory showing the world the raw frustration of a people who are simply asking to be heard. So having seen the full context, do you think Barguti was right to finally explode at Murray's smug interruptions? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more. Thanks for watching.